Alright, so we had just made it to Sunfall. We're going to the Citadel Courtyard. We'll figure out what we're doing here. Because I don't know what we're doing right now. Let's drop this. Okay. We do.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahamas.
I hear the Shadow Guards are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
I'm guessing that was the hint that I should go to the courtyard.
My family's starving. Avad will have to answer for that eventually.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair.
Aw, that's nice of her.
You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
And in doing so, demonstrated wanton disregard for the
We
safety
both know
of
you're
the
no killer
king's
for hire.
subjects.
Uthid is innocent. So come see me
Go forth then,
while there's still time to save him.
do the will of the sun.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Do I have to do the side quest now? Is it a side quest or is it like a main quest to save this Uther character? It's a side quest. It's like this just happened. Why do you hate me, game? Why do you hate me? Oh, please tell me there's no way to climb back up. There's no way to climb back up. Oh, wait. Yeah. Watch, I have to climb down. I have to climb down. What is this? Dude, let go of the rock. Oh, I see in this game.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
So my question is, are any of these side quests going to give me something that I do not have? Because I don't think they will. The lodge might, but let's just do it.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence.
She should wrap it around her waist. I don't know why she's just doing it that way.
As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. Too bad now
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Okay.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Oh, dope.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics
To be honest, yes.
detect multiple failures.
Another incident.
Attempting
This morning, unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate the Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as a staff who serves on the front lines, we're tired of being neglected. As we've already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonable, calm, and well-behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
We need support too. Oh god, I gotta read this. Reception staff continues to require additional support management. ZD candidates within arriving facility, many are frightened or confused, some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are most accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The laying bots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. Sounds like they're having a good time.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Oh, we're not gonna read all of this. There's a lot. Stalker else. God, I gotta read these. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond at this time. No tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? Man, this is definitely office politics.
Viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Okay. My name wasn't called, but I'm going in anyways.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
ED-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors.
What's going on, Shadow Moses?
That Zero Dawn is a top-secret super weapons program. The technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed.
Yeah.
Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice
Yeah, this
themselves
is quite a
in
lot
battle.
to be revealed.
Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Oh wow, dude, they really messed up, didn't they?
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Did she save us, though?
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out!
Shit.
If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Two?
Okay, if I get this game at all, always climb. Well, not always climb. Come on. Yeah. There was 3. I only see 2. There he is.
What sun-forsaken place is this?
Aren't they not supposed to be down here? Isn't that like... Oh, I guess only her tribe it was forbidden. Nora. You guys are kind of jerks. They probably don't care. Oh, wow. Not sure how I missed that one.
reports. What did they contain?
All the tech she got with no internet, right? Nah, because if she got the internet, she would find Instagram and this whole story would be over. Lost in countless memes. Oh, we could have snuck in this way. Okay. I seem to be stuck. Okay. Somehow I stood up. Suzanne Alpert. Oh.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so...
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium,
Or she would go to the dark parts of the internet and decide that humanity was like not worth saving.
The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the percent.
Audio logs.
So Mama, she was right. My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Global serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelation. Now,
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted.
They're gonna do this in 16
Hardware that
days?
preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself.
In 16 days.
Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world, and most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing.
Seems Apollo didn't go very well.
We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage.
Medical wing.
Well, I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I have a feeling the door was locked and I just decided to go the direction.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot,
maybe.
They were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves they weren't cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
Intruder! Get her!
What?
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh, okay. Good advice. Oh, there we go. I like how the line was, "That hurt." It's like, yeah, you're definitely on fire, so I'm gonna vote for, it's pretty painful. Burned myself up cooking dinner. Sometimes I feel like I need to go to an ER. What? How do you not die? That doesn't make any sense. This is why sometimes I don't like playing hard difficulties, because I feel like instead of making enemies harder, they just make them healthier.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Soubet? Christina Soubet?
Yeah. That's a good
Power's
point.
down.
I met
Is there
a man,
another route?
another
I've done
historian.
this before.
His fields are
Just enough
Bauhaus
of
and the
us.
new materialists.
Oh.
But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of course.
Wait, what did I not pick up of his? Oh,
I'd have to ditch
glass.
something.
I need more of those. Alright.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Okay.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay?
There's a
Somehow,
cemetery.
he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
So if it's in reverse. Okay, so it's down. I can't touch these yet. They're broken. I obviously have to go up there. I don't know, I'm crouched. Okay, well I obviously have to go upstairs, but so there's no direct answer here. Is there no other track to this door? No. Okay. Goes here. Comes here. Don't have the answer to this one yet. Oh, I do. Left, up, right. No, that was supposed to be left. Oh no! I mean to heal myself, that's alright.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Alright. Well, obviously I have to go this way. Yeah. I know that stuff, like, it gives me materials to make stuff. I'd really like it to give me a weapon.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick.
Okay.
Now let's get that door open.
So this one went top to bottom, left to right. So if this is top to bottom, I should go down, left, down, up, left, down. Oh. Next one.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
No, I was thinking about just leaving.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
So I see 3. This dude's the most alone. Oh my god. I didn't wait a fraction of a second. Proud of that. A little proud of that. Shit. Did not see that guy. Less proud. Well.
Fear the power of the shadow.
Okay. Sorry, I can't see you either.
Repeat.
Or not.
Oh, dude. False sense of security. Yeah, don't mind the air that just went through you.
Regroup and get ready to flank.
Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
You can't evade the shadow.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Ugh. Lulled into a false sense of security. And then one thing I really hope they pay attention to in the next version is their polygons. Because I have hit a lot of invisible edges in this game. It's a small gripe, but it is a gripe that I do have. That being said, I really wish they would release the price for the PS5 so I knew if I was going to spend the money or not. Because I'm really thinking the way the next gen consoles are looking, I'm going to get an Xbox S and just take the hit on the 4K. Probably not going to cry about it. and then buy a PS5 as well. Maybe. I don't know, because I want the 3080 at the end of this month. Gaming is too expensive. Dude, the Xbox price is amazing. Maybe I'll do the 380, pay that off, because I'm going to probably have to finance like...
Hello, I'm
Actually, no, it's only $6.99.
This is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except,
I
it's
just
not
got to
that
decide how
simple.
poor I want to be for the next couple months.
So, like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
So, I've decided.
I've seen these shapes before.
So I have a 2080S.
But of course.
Hold on, I want to hear this.
Places of Gaia's machines.
So I have a 2080S, and from what they're saying on the NVIDIA thing, the 3080 is almost twice as good. The problem I have, and this is why I can't have the 3090, is so I just bought a new tower, and like the 990 or the 9900 i9. So my motherboard's pretty well situated in this tower, liquid cooling, all of that. I don't have room for the 3090. There's no room in my box for the 3090. So I'm gonna stick with the 3080, which I'm gonna still have to mod my box just a little bit. I'm gonna have to like somehow push the front fan back to fit that thing in, because it's almost like an inch longer. That's why I was kind of waiting on. That's the thing too.
I think this is it.
I was waiting on the AMD benchmarks
It's sealed off.
and their size
There's got
to
be a
see
way
if they
inside.
compete.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna buy the 3080 right away, because you're right. We should wait for the benchmarks. I think the smart thing to do would be waiting for the benchmarks to see what it actually does compared to what they say it does. Yeah, the 3090 is like, it's a monster, dude. It's like 3 inches thick. It's like a foot long, maybe over a foot long. It's, you have, if you're going to like buy that thing, you have to build a tower around it. I don't know many towers that would fit that, because everything's built off of kind of like
Welcome to Apollo, the collective
what they've been
memory
doing
of
with
the
graphics
human
cards.
species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji.
Yeah, that's probably
Until
true.
recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement.
You're right. It probably won't be 3090
Therefore, the
or even
ultimate
3080.
embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic.
Oh, that shouldn't be hard. Yeah.
The transfer
Oh, man,
and
thought she was
encoding
done.
of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed.
Let's see something real quick. And one thing too is, so you make the point, and you're absolutely right. They mostly do mid-range, like because AMD is way behind. What am I doing? I'm crafting mod. Did I take that off my? What did I do? No, it's this bow that I want. Okay. Yeah, AMD is way behind NVIDIA at this point. I don't know if they'll ever catch up. But I feel like their next technology is going to be somewhere around the range of like the 2080s. And I kind of want to know like what price they're going to be for. And honestly, the actual physical size of the card. Because that's like the one thing I'm a little like peeved about is just how freaking huge they are.
But the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome.
What do you mean 400?
Let us begin.
Like the price range? Because like that's kind of what AMD has been doing, right? Oh yeah. So they know they're getting beat hand over fist with like the graphic card technology, like this whole DSS or whatever it's called. I mean, that's going to be a huge thing in itself. But like, I think where they're able to keep up, like you said, is mid-range and price point. I think the bigger competition is with their CPUs and Intel. I don't know why I shot for that. Such a stupid shot to take. Such a stupid shot to take. Saw him bend his head, and as soon as he bent his head, I was like, don't take the shot, and then I shot anyways. Oh yeah, the 3070 for 400, and it's supposed to be better than a 2080 Ti. Yeah, they're gonna have to pull something out of their hat, that's for sure.
You can see them. They can't see you.
At the same time, too, it looks kind of like they're going more like on the cultural route, too, with their advertisement. Because apparently, I don't know how true this is, their announcement was made in Fortnite. Or something like that. So they might be going the Apple approach where like Not the best phone, but they're the brand that people recognize, or at least the right amount of people recognize. Brain and finger battle, yeah. Oh yeah, dude, totally. It was an announcement on Fortnite, in Fortnite. It was like some arena or something like that. I don't know the full specifics of it. I don't really play Fortnite, and like, yeah, a friend dropped that info on me. I was like, that's okay. Which I think is, at the same time, kind of brilliant, right?
This'll help.
What the hell? Oh. Whoops. Okay, that was the big dude. Damn. Yep.
They're still looking.
Yep.
That's the last of them. On once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders, look around. See if anything is left.
Yeah, it's definitely, they're marketing to a specific audience, that's for sure. Where's that guy? Ah, okay. Probably have to go around. But just like the technology that's coming in with RTX, and I feel like the DSS isn't right. There's like something else to it. It's like DSSL or something like that. I don't know. You've just got NVIDIA just has an insane lineup coming. It definitely feels like the next generation of graphics cards. More so than the 20 series did. 20 series felt big, but like this feels bigger. It feels a lot bigger.
Full already.
DLS, okay, 2.0.
Welcome to
I'm hot and cold. It depends on the stealth
Zero
game.
Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol.
I've thought about replaying the whole Splinter Cell franchise.
Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is
That's
to
one of my
resurrect
favorite
life.
stealth games. I think that was
Give her a
one of the best
subordinate
designed stealth
function, only
games.
purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again. I mean, what the? What? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocating. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Interesting. Okay, so that's what Hades
Okay,
is.
so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse?
Hold on, I want to see this. Archive abuse. Mail concerns Apollo archive submission. Your 666th submission in 5 days, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings are inappropriate material, you chose to submit a holographic remaster of Acknowledging Classified Extreme Exploited Cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. Truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from ordeal of experience not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini materials has already been preserved, extreme perhaps, but art. For clarifying concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethnically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in the Judge Potter's famous utterance, I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criteria. If Travis Tate submitted, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest your time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assignment work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyways. That's funny. Yeah.
God.
I'm learning as you are, Aloy.
We're still talking.
Looks like the only way onwards.
One thing I'm like excited for too is I feel like the 2080 has. Oh, dude, I was talking.
Of Gaia's subordinate functions.
2080S has done a pretty good job with VR. I feel like the 3 series is going to be perfect for VR.
In charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Raleigh Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Very interesting.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a collective alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Oh, that'd be cool if I have to go back to where it all began. I love kind of stories that do that.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Okay. I wonder if Hades pulled that safeguard.
Looks like it used to hold something.
Nuts would benefit from antilopenate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of
Oh, this is going to get another drink. I'll be right back.
I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Man, but I definitely, playing this game, I feel like I've completely missed out on some really good narrative-driven single-player games by not owning a PS. Like, I really feel like I need to do the next generation of PlayStation. Seems pretty obvious at this point. Oh, where did that data point go? Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophe antimatter container failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, the cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and Earth life. We must succeed. Yeah, the fact that, like, well, that's one of the reasons I bought this, and my first giveaway was like at 70 followers.
Should have brought a cart.
And the game that I gave away was specifically Death Stranding, because number one, like what I saw. Number two, I really want to make sure PlayStation feels very comfortable about releasing their stuff on PC.
Master file.
Intact?
Yeah, Detroit I have.
Yeah.
Detroit's got to get on my list. I don't know why it's not on my list yet.
Copy the file.
Detroit Become Human.
I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why?
I heard it's a really good game.
Why were you created?
It's got to make my list somewhere. Oh, that's fun.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable.
I'll have to make a note of.
You're too
valuable. Just right. Ooh, boss fight. Maybe? Future boss fight?
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Boss fight not right now. Damn. I'm ready to kill that guy.
My entire
Oh,
life,
we're in the pit.
I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along.
Shit.
When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step.
Dude, it's her red hair.
I captured you.
It's distracting.
Down in that place. that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Yeah, I can definitely feel you on that. Like the mix sound isn't sharp.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot. But an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to
And the face doesn't necessarily
Do you really
match
hear how
what they're
ridiculous
saying.
that sounds? You've gone from
But-
serving an insane homicidal Sun King
Even in a
to
couple
an
years, it's
insane
gone a long way.
homicidal machine. You're moving down in
It's
the
gone a
world,
long way.
not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Oh, this should be fun.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadows. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Alright, seems fair.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use the strength against it.
No weapon. Okay.
Gotta get out of the way. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
It was kind of obvious what needed to be done. So I'm just gonna keep on doing that.
Here he comes. It's down.
Okay.
Hey! Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Oops, what am I doing? Oh, come on. Definitely had control.
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with its lift attacks.
Damn.
Freeze canister on its hips. Cryo arrow should set it off.
This might take me a couple times. much too strong for that.
Canister on its belly. Looks important.
Okay. Oh, dude, the traps are definitely the strongest weapon. They seem to, like, mess everything up. You can take down, like, the strongest beast with just laying out several layers of them.
Shadows, kill her.
Oh, cool.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
That was a pretty cool scene.